Hello everyone and welcome back to another Schlib on Switch video. Today we are going to go through all the Steelbooks that released in 2022. Now that 2023 has rolled around, Happy New Year's everyone. I hope you all have a great year. Now, my 2021 video I posted a little bit late because I was waiting for some 2021 releases to arrive. So some of these Steelbooks came before I made that video, but I waited to show them this video, whatever. So these are all Steelbooks that released in 2022. Now we have 49 Steelbooks here, and I am missing 2 Steelbooks, which I will get to later on in the video. But yeah, so for Steelbooks that released in 2022, that brings the total up to 51 Steelbooks, and these are 49 of them. So anyways, join me as we go through all of them and where they came from. So I'm going to go in order of when they arrived to me. Hopefully didn't make any mistakes. But the first one we have is Stormwind EX. Now this Steelbook was sold through Pix and Love out of France. This is the first and only Switch Steelbook that they've done. This is for a shmup game, and I do have, for any of these that came in collector editions, I do have a unboxing video for the collector edition up on my YouTube, so you can look at that. So yeah, so this is the first Steelbook. Pretty nice design, kind of subdued. I haven't actually played the game, but it is a shmup game. But yeah, I like this one. Alright, the next one we have is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now we have 2 Steelbooks for this game, so this is the Korean one. I actually really enjoyed this game. I'd love to see more with this formula of gameplay from the Pokemon series. So this is the one that you got for a Korean pre-order bonus. And the next one we have is the European one. So we got different artwork on the inside for each one. And the back of the European one is just a similar, but also a little bit different as the artwork for just the side of the Korean one. Next up, we have Triangle Strategy. So this came in the European Collector Edition for the game. So it looks like a really good strategy game, but I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. Let me know in the comments if you played any of these games and what you think of them. Anyways, next up we have Ruin Factory 5 Special. Now, this one came in the US in the Collector Edition for the game. And the Collector Edition only came with the Steelbook, no regular case. And the retail version of the game is actually a different build on the cartridge because it doesn't come with some of the DLC. So even if you just got the regular case, like used, it's not technically the same game. I'm not sure if the European edition came with a case. I think it did, though. But yeah, anyways, this is the first Ruin Factory Steelbook we have for the Switch. Next up, we have Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Now, this in the US was a pre-order bonus for the game at Best Buy. I believe in Europe it did come in like a deluxe edition, so we got just nothing on the back there. A little damaged on my copy. We got like Han Solo there. I don't actually have the game yet. I was just waiting for it to drop, and it didn't drop to a price I wanted to over Black Friday, but I'll pick it up eventually. And we got some nice inner artwork here depicting the different Star Wars characters in Lego form. Next up, we have Neo Geo Pocket Color Selection Volume 1. So this was sold in a collector edition for the game through the Limited Run Games distribution lineup. And there is a second volume coming out. They already went up for pre-orders. I believe pre-orders closed already. It comes with 10 games for the Neo Geo Pocket Color system on the Switch. We got 2 colors inside with the logo. Pretty simple, pretty nice. And there will be a volume 2 coming in a few months. So stay tuned for that. Next up, we have the first Steelbook this year that came from Super Rare Games. So we have Sally Face. I like the artwork on this one. It's kind of mysterious and interesting. Makes me intrigued about the game, which I haven't had time to play. Next up, we have from PM Studios, sold through the Limited Run Games distribution line, we have Hashtag Drive. I actually really like this steelbook with like the mirror finish and just the simplicity of it. Really like this one. This came in like a steelbook bundle for the game. Also, Sally Face was a steelbook bundle. Forgot to mention that. Next up, we have Among Us. So this came in a, I think it was called an Ejected Edition. There were like 3 different versions of this game, just like the more base version, like a mid-level, a collector edition, and the larger one. I've seen this on sale pretty often lately, but even then, I thought the collector edition for this game, for what it came with, was an amazing price, especially if you were a fan of Among Us. Just came with some really cool items. You can check out my unboxing for that. But yeah, it's simple steelbook, like the design of it. And yeah, it's a nice addition to the collection. Also, the collector edition came with the steelbook, but no case for the actual game. And it's annoying when that happens, but next up we have Double Kick Heroes. So this is the first steelbook sold through Red Art Games. And looks like a really fun game. I haven't had time to play it yet, but I really like the design on the steelbook. Now, talking about games that didn't come with a case, this one also just came with a steelbook and a slipcase, no regular case. And unlike the other ones, since this isn't a retail game, there's no easy way to actually just get just a case. Because most of the retail games that come without a case, I pick up a used case later. But this one, I don't really want to buy a whole second copy of the game just to have a regular case on my shelf, because I do keep my standard games and my steelbooks separate. Yeah, next up we have the second steelbook from Premium Edition Games, Robot Named Fight. This steelbook was designed by the incredible EJ Fanatic, and I absolutely love the design of this. It's a Metroidvania style game. I haven't had time to play it yet, but I absolutely love the steelbook art. Next up, we have another steelbook from Super Rare Games. So yeah, anyways, Robot Named Fight came with a collector edition for the game from Premium Edition Games. Superliminal from Super Rare Games. This came in a steelbook bundle for the game. So we got the artwork here. I've heard good things about this game, but I haven't had time to play it yet. But the steelbook is nice design, kind of simple, not too like flashy. I like this one. Next up, we have a steelbook for a digital-only release, which are always fun. So we have Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. This was in the US collector edition for the game, sold exclusively through GameStop. And it came with like the digital download voucher. So this is just a expansion for Monster Hunter Sunbreak. So you have to have Monster Hunter Rise to even download the Sunbreak expansion. So we have, this is the 5th steelbook for Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to put that here for now. Then we're going to go to the next steelbook that came, which is the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Now, this is actually a pretty nice steelbook and a nice collection. The only big complaint I have about the steelbook was the only way to get it was to buy a $200 collector edition from Limited Run Games. And if you live internationally, that price just went up a lot. It would have been nice for them to offer a steelbook and a cheaper bundle, like they've done for some other games. I'm assuming that Konami has a say on that because of other times that they have offered multiple steelbook options, and the Konami ones they don't. So yeah, this is the first Konami Collection steelbook, and they have done another 2 so far, which are still in production. So we don't have those yet. But yeah, those are the most expensive steelbooks because the really expensive collector editions, they're locked behind. Next up, we have the second Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak steelbook. Now, this one was a purchase bonus for the game in South Korea. So we got, 2 steelbooks for this game, for the Sunbreak expansion, and 6 total for Monster Hunter Rise. So we got the 2 different designs here, which is basically the same artwork, just a little different coloring. And inside we have 2 different artworks, so that's good. At least the insides are different. I did do a video once I received the Korean one showing off all 6 steelbooks, so you can look that up. Alright, that is the first stack done. So yeah, let me know what you think of any of these Steelbooks, or if you played the games, which ones you have, which ones you're looking for. Yeah, all right. Second stack. We have the second Steelbook from Red Art Games. We have Aretia of Spirits. Now, unlike the Double Kick Heroes, this one actually sold in a light collector edition. There wasn't too much in it, but it did come with the Steelbook and a standard case, so I was happy with that. Yeah, I haven't played this game. Yeah. Now, next up is the Steelbook, which by far is the best Steelbook to come out this year. Everything about it, the design, just incredible. Just look at this. Beauty. Just pure beauty in a Steelbook. This is why I collect Steelbooks, for something as beautiful as this. I don't even know what to do with this. Anyways, limited run games, Bethesda, collector edition. Did you get this one? Do you love this as much as I do? Let me know. Quake. All right, next up we have another super rare Steelbook. We have Strange Brigade. This came in a Steelbook bundle for the game from Super Rare Games. Simple artwork. Inside's nice, at least. I like this one. Now, for limited run, to redeem themselves slightly, one of the coolest Steelbooks that released this year is Zombie Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol. This is a double pack cartridge that came in a collector edition for the game, and I thought I left them in here, but the collector edition did come with 3D glasses. And if you use the red and blue 3D glasses on the Steelbook, the 3D effect on the Steelbook is awesome. So this is one of the coolest Steelbooks because of that design effect. Really, really cool. If you have this, definitely check it out. Actually, when I did the unboxing video for this release, I didn't even notice that. Only later did I notice it. So I didn't even mention it in my main video, but like my end of month video, I mentioned it. Really, really, really cool effect on this Steelbook. Next up, we have another Steelbook from PM Studios, sold through the limited run game distribution lineup. We have Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. This Steelbook is a lot. I like it and I don't like it at the same time, because I haven't played the game, but I'm sure the artwork for the game and the Steelbook just would make a lot more sense. But it's also cool to have the text on the inside of the spine. I haven't seen many games do that. But yeah, I really need to check out this game, but I really like the Steelbook. This came through a Steelbook bundle through limited run games distribution lineup, PM Studios. Next up, we have a retail release from Mike Word's Games. So we have Fist Forged in Shadow Torch. This was the launch edition Steelbook for the game. Now, the launch edition did not come with a regular case, and I have not seen any regular cases floating around yet, but hopefully we will get one someday. But yeah, this is a really, really nice Steelbook. I actually really like the art in here, and it was a really, really nice launch edition. Mike Word's Games does some really good priced launch editions for Steelbooks, and then they go on sale, but the prices that they sell them at compared to buying a collector edition just for the Steelbook, I like them. Yeah. Next up, from another limited run release, we have Mushimishama, a Steelbook for a shmup game that they released. Like the artwork here. Not too much, not too little, and inside's pretty nice. Yeah, this was in the collector edition for the game. Next up, we have a trio of Steelbooks sold through the limited run games distribution lineup. First up, we have Crisis Remastered. Now, the Crisis Remastered trilogy came on Switch. The first Crisis Remastered got a retail release, and the second two, Crisis Remastered 2 and Crisis Remastered 3, or whatever, 2 Remastered and 3 Remastered, were only sold through limited run games. So on limited run games website, they had the options for 2 and 3 just a physical, or they had a Steelbook bundle, and then they sold the Steelbook for the first game just separately. They didn't actually sell the game for that. So I picked up the retail version of the game, and I picked up the Steelbook bundles and the slipcase to house all 3 games. Now the outsides are all different, but the insides are all the same for these 3 games. But yeah, decent releases. Now, my favorite game, one of my favorite games from this year, Trails from Zero, The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. absolutely love the Steelbook showing our four main characters. We got Lloyd, Estelle, Ellie, and Randy. Sorry, Lloyd, Tio, Ellie, and Randy. I don't know why I made that mistake. The Crossbell State Police Department SSS. So we got a really nice front just showing off our main characters for the game. We got the text spine, and we got the logo on the back. And inside we just got a street and Crossbell. This is a game that, from my favorite series, that finally got an official English release this year after many years of not having an English release. So this came out in 2022. Officially for the first time in English, and the game initially launched in 2010. Definitely recommend playing this series. This coming year, we got the sequel, the direct sequel to this game, Trails to Azure, with a nice Steelbook. We also got the latest game in the overall series, Trails into Reverie, with a really nice Steelbook as well. And they haven't shown off Naruto Boundless Trails yet, but I'm hoping they have a Steelbook for that, because they announced that's coming. They didn't really show it off yet at all. And then we'll see if we get the Koronokaseki games for the Switch, but definitely looking forward to more Trails in the future. Definitely check out that series. Next up, we have Knights of the Old Republic from Lucasfilm's Star Wars. So this was, if I didn't mention, this is from the NIS America Collector Edition. So yeah, back to Star Wars. This was in the Limited Run Games Collector Edition for the game. Now, as I was talking before with the Castlevania, so this one had two different collector editions that you could choose from, and both of them had the Steelbook, so I liked when they do that. I've heard really good things about this game, and I haven't played it yet. And yeah, so we have the similar design that the previous Limited Run Star Wars had, where we just have like the logo and, you know, the image on the front, and then just like the company logos on the back. But this one has just like a nicer logo front comparatively to the other ones. More artwork there. We got the Sith on the inside. Definitely need to try out this game. And I really like that I have this in my collection. Next up, we have the Diofield Chronicle. This was a pre-order bonus for the game from Amazon Germany. That's how I picked this one up. Looks like a great game. Need to try it. Really, really like the Steelbook. It's, you know, the artwork on the front, the logo on the back. Just a really, really nice Steelbook for a really interesting looking game, which I really need to play. But backlogs. Next up, we have one of the best games I played this year, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Just play the Xenoblade games. This is a beautiful Steelbook showing off our 6 main characters and the Ouroboros symbol behind them. The back, we just have the time logo. I'm not sure exactly what this is called. And inside we have our 2 main characters in their Ouroboros forms. So this is just a really nice Steelbook. Now this came in the collector edition for the game, and for those that don't know, the collector edition for this game was a lot of fun. What I'm going to assume, which when Nintendo first announced this game, they also announced Splatoon 3 at the same time. And they announced that this game would be coming out like the end of summer, and this game would be coming out more at the beginning of summer. But what I'm guessing happened is this game wasn't ready yet, so they decided to move this game up. But the production for the collector edition wasn't ready yet, so they just sold the game before the collector edition. Now, this is just what I made up in my head. But anyways, so the collector edition for this game wasn't ready, so they sold this game, and the collector edition was only available through Nintendo's websites in the various countries. So you had to pre-order the game, and they would send you the game, and then later they'd send you the collector edition. Now, that was a disaster in the US and in Europe. Just like waited online, Nintendo's website just crashed, waited online for the whole day, failed. Second day, waited online the whole day. Finally managed to get it, but at least I got it. And then on launch day for the game, I actually went to Nintendo New York store and got a second order in for the collector edition there, and helped someone else get that. So I did get my online order delivered before the Nintendo New York store had theirs. But yeah, this is a really nice Steelbook, and one that was a pain to get. Anyways, now we have Splatoon 3. So this is the Korean Steelbook. This is a purchase bonus in Korea, and the only Steelbook from around the world for this game. I played Splatoon 2, enjoyed it, but I'm not really big into shooters or multiplayer, so I did get Splatoon 3, but I haven't touched it. But yeah. Anyways, next up we have Good Pizza, Great Pizza. One of the earlier PM Studios Steelbooks to get announced. This one did take a long time to actually release. But this was sold through the Limited Run Games distribution line. And it is actually a really nice Steelbook. So there was like a Steelbook bundle for this game and a collector edition for the game. I just got the Steelbook bundle. But yeah, I do want to check out this game at some point. But yeah, we have another nice PM Studios Steelbook. The next Steelbook we have is for another amazing game I played this year. We have Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Now, this one actually left in the plastic protector that I keep my games in. I'll show you why in a minute. Now, this game came out. This Steelbook was in the US was only available at GameStop if you pre-ordered the gold edition for the game. In Europe, it was available for like a pre-order bonus for just any version of the game. But GameStop did a night before release for this game, so I picked up the game in the Steelbook, played the game, started playing the game. Absolutely loved the first game. Was really excited for the second one. But that was Wednesday night. Thursday night, Nintendo New York had a special launch event for the game where the lead director for the game, Davide Soliani, and the composer for the music, Grant Kirkhope, were there, and I got them to sign the Steelbook. Along with some other things, made some videos on that trip that you can look up. But yeah, so this is my second signed Steelbook, and it's really awesome. I actually love the artwork of this. It shows all our characters on the front. We have the logo on the back. Inside we got like loading screen style animation silhouettes of our characters. It's just a really, really, really beautiful Steelbook for an amazing game. And yeah, and it's signed, so that's awesome. That was a really, really, really awesome night. Got a couple things signed, so if you're interested in seeing that, look up my channel. I have a video about everything there. All right, that is the second stack done. Now on to the third stack. So actually, we got Chaos Head Noah Chaos Child double pack from the Science Adventure series. Now, this game actually released before like Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, but I had this pre-ordered at a store in Manhattan for cheaper, but they got very delayed. So after the Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope event, I ran over to the store and picked this up. So it was like days where I just like got like a lot of Steelbooks in a very short amount of time. But yeah, the Science Adventure games, I've heard a lot of good things about them. I played a little bit of Steins Gate Elite, never finished it, but they look like great visual novels that I do have to check out at some point. Let me know in the comments what you think of them, because I do really want to play through all of them. There are some on Switch that don't have a physical release, but I love that we got a Steelbook double pack. And we do have another Steelbook, Science Adventure Steelbook, upcoming in the new year if you want to keep an eye out for that. Now, in the game that released the next day, we have Persona 5 Royal. The Persona series finally going multi-platform with the Xbox release and Switch release, and we got this awesome Steelbook for that. I have started this game. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not like, I don't know, I'm just having a hard time getting into it. But it's a really, really fun game, though. We're going to have to just play it out very slow. We got like the title loading screen art in the back. In the front, we got like our characters in the front. Got some our Persona cards or whatever they're called, arcane cards on the back. Yeah, really, really nice Steelbook for a fun game that I'm having a hard time getting into for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I love that style, but like, also Persona 4 Golden on the Vita, I just never finished. I don't know what it is. But yeah. Anyways, next up we have another super rare game Steelbook. So we have Fast Remix. Now, this was a launch game on the Switch digitally, and we finally got a physical for it with a really, really nice Steelbook. Really, really happy that this finally came out. It's worth the wait. I love the cars on the inside. I had a lot of fun with this game while waiting for Mario Kart to release. Playing this game, 4 players, split screen, on a Switch, handheld or tabletop mode. You got to try that at one point in your life. It is a lot of fun. Next up, in the same developer, Shin'en Games, is the Tourist Steelbook. So we got the artwork here. We got the inside. Now, Super Rare Games sold these two games from Shinin Media at the same release, so it was like a double release. Next up, we have one of the coolest steelbooks to come out this year. We have the steelbook for Eternia Noctis. Now, this came out. This was released in the collector edition in Europe, the only place where this game got a physical. And I just love the stained glass art or mosaic art style of this steelbook. It is beautiful. Really, really blew my mind when I first saw it in person. And inside, we just got some of the world artwork. But yeah, let me know what you think, if this is one of the coolest steelbooks, because I think it is. Next up, we have the My Nintendo Europe exclusive Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope steelbook. So the other one, this one was available in the US and retail at Europe. This one was available only through the various My Nintendo websites in Europe with buying the game. But this is a really cool steelbook. Love the logo and just the spark on the back. And the inside is very similar to the other one, just slightly different coloration. And the background is more of stars versus the map style. But we got the map, the charting style in the front. Yeah, that's a really, really neat steelbook. Next up, we have Bayonetta 3 steelbook. Now, this was a European exclusive steelbook for pre-ordering the game at various retailers. Pretty nice, simple design. Just Bayonetta's leg there, and her gun shoes, and another one of the characters' feet. It's just a really simple art. I haven't played Bayonetta 3 yet, but I really enjoyed the first two, and I really got to get to this one before the prequel game coming out in March, which looks beautiful. Next up, we have another game from Microids Retail. We have Sifu. So this did have also a collector edition for the game, but they did have a steelbook launch edition, which is what I got. I did not get the collector edition, but even though the steelbook launch edition came with some really cool things inside. Yeah, just a really nice, simple release. I really like the artwork here. Yeah. Next up, we have Atari 50. This is the 50th anniversary release collection for Atari. So this was a steelbook launch edition for the game. There was a standard edition for the game, which is a regular case. But the steelbook edition did not come with the case. But this is a really nice steelbook. It's simple, but it's flashy. I like that. Next up, we have the Pokemon Scarlet Violet Double Pack Steelbook. So this was in the European Double Pack, for the game, where you got both games included. And we got just the legendaries in gold on the outside, and we have the different logos on the inside. I haven't played the game, so I'm not sure exactly what these logos are for. And we got 2 cartridge slots inside. Now, Europe also did have 2 single steelbooks, one for Scarlet, one for Violet, which are really nice, just red and purple for the game design. But those are the 2 that I don't have. I did pre-order them through through Nintendo South Africa to ship to my cousin. Each Pokemon set of games on the Switch I do have from a different region, so I was like, oh, let's get them from South Africa. My cousin's there for a few months in school, so he's gonna bring them back for me. But Nintendo South Africa is very, very unreliable. My Scarlet order delivered, because I ordered each game separately, because if I put both games in the cart, it wouldn't give me both steelbooks. Scarlet order showed up without the steelbook. Just the game, and another pre-order bonus was a pack of Pokemon cards. So those arrived. The steelbook did not arrive. The Violet order never arrived. I emailed Nintendo South Africa. They said, oh, your Scarlet order, the steelbook ran out. We're getting more in December, and we'll send to you in January. And your Violet order will go out soon, and it should have the steelbook, but I never heard from them, and I'm just waiting till after the New Year's weekend to email them again. But it's been a few weeks since I emailed them last. I'm very, very frustrated about that. I'm gonna email them a little bit more, and if by February I don't hear back from them, then I'm gonna actually try getting the steelbooks elsewhere and do chargebacks. But yeah, anyways, next up we have Tactics Ogre Reborn. This is Another strategy game. This is a remake of the Tactics Ogre game. I've been interested in trying those out for a while now, and I'm really happy that's on the Switch. I really have to try the release, and I really love the Steelbook. This was a pre-order bonus through Amazon Germany, and I think like other European sources had it. No US sources for this, but it is a beautiful Steelbook. Square Enix really knocked it out of the park this year with Switch releases and Steelbooks for most of their games, and we will not talk about the latest Square Enix release, because I do want that Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered pack. I will get my hands on it one day. Now, okay, yeah, anyways, now we are on our final month of Steelbooks. These are the Steelbooks that started getting in December. So this is a cool Steelbook. This was a Chinese exclusive Singles Day Steelbook, I believe. Someone referred to like it's officially called like the Singles Day Steelbook. So it's a promotion in China. It's a special promotional Steelbook for like buying games somewhere. So we got all the Mario icons on the outside, and inside we have the different Mario characters. And we got Donkey and Diddy hiding behind the 2 cartridge slots. So it's a nice, simple, really cool Steelbook, and one that I'm really happy I managed to get my hands on. Next up, we have the last Steelbook from Super Rare Games for this year. We have Grapple Dog. Now, Grapple Dog is the first game that Super Rare published eternally. So they first did the digital release across multiple consoles, and now they did a physical release for the Switch with a really, really cool Steelbook. I have to try out this game at some point. It looks pretty good. Now, Super Rare Games is also selling the first Steelbook for 2023, which will be releasing this weekend, I believe on Thursday, so check that out. Don't miss that. Now, back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, we have the Korean Steelbooks. So if you pre-ordered just a single game, you got one of these 2 Steelbooks at random, and if you bought both games, you got both. Now, one eBay seller I usually get my Korean Steelbooks from missed the pre-orders, but someone there helped me get them later. Just order these on secondhand sites. And sent them over to me, so really happy to get my hands on these. Now there are 2 of them. I like this one better. It's just has the 3 starters here, 3 random Pokemon on the back, and the Paldea region map. And the other one, we have the Legendary. So we have our Violet Legendary and our Scarlet Legendary. So this is a coloring that we'll see on the European singles when I eventually do get them. I'm not sure what the back for those, I forgot what they are. And then inside but I really like the inner artwork for this one actually. So this one has the better outside, and this one has the better inside. Just like the trainers on the legendaries with the starters behind them. I really like this one, and I'm not sure what the ground difference signifies, but I'm sure if you played the game, you will know. Yeah. Anyways, the last Steelbook I got this month is the Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Now, this is a re-release of the PSP game, now on all systems. So we didn't get Final Fantasy VII Remake on Switch, but at least we got this one. And we do have the original Final Fantasy VII on Switch, which I do have to finish. I did start playing it, but I never finished it. Now, this was a pre-order bonus in Best Buy in the US. I believe multiple retailers had it in Europe. But yeah, I did not get the game yet for this, but I do have the Steelbook, and I will be picking up the game eventually. It looks like a great game, and I really wanted to play it sometime. I just never got into the Final Fantasy VII universe, so wasn't making it a priority. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, these are all the Steelbooks that we got this month. So we have 49 Steelbooks here, and 2 missing. So 51 new Steelbooks this year. Let me know in the comments, are there any here that, you want to get your hands on? Let me know which are your favorite that you did get. Let me know which are your favorite that you just see here now. Are there any Steelbooks here that you just learned about for the first time now? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell for notifications. We will be having a bunch of new videos coming out over the next year and more Steelbooks. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.